In the depths of the Mariana Trench, where darkness reigned supreme and pressure crushed all but the most resilient life forms, something stirred. For millennia, it had lain dormant, waiting for the right moment to awaken. That moment arrived on a crisp autumn morning in 2045, when Dr. Amelia Chen's deep-sea exploration vehicle, the Nautilus, stumbled upon an anomaly that would change the course of human history. The Nautilus's powerful lights illuminated a structure that defied explanation. Smooth, opalescent surfaces reflected the beams, creating an eerie dance of light in the abyssal gloom. Dr. Chen's voice crackled over the comm system, her excitement palpable even through the distortion. "Base, are you seeing this? It's unlike anything we've ever encountered." Back at the surface, in a state-of-the-art research vessel floating above the trench, a team of scientists huddled around monitors, their faces a mix of awe and disbelief. Dr. Raj Patel, the mission's lead archaeologist, leaned in closer, his eyes wide. "It's artificial," he breathed, "but it predates any known human civilization by millions of years at least." The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Within days, the site was swarming with researchers from every corner of the globe. Nations that had been at odds for decades found themselves working side by side, united by an insatiable curiosity about the artifact's origins and purpose. As weeks turned into months, the artifact began to yield its secrets. Intricate patterns etched into its surface defied conventional mathematics, hinting at a level of complexity that surpassed human understanding. Dr. Elena Sokolov, a brilliant Russian linguist, made the breakthrough that would catalyze humanity's next great leap. "It's not just patterns," she announced during a global conference call, her voice trembling with excitement. "It's language. The most intricate, beautiful language I've ever seen, and I think I can decode it." The next year was a flurry of activity. The world's most powerful quantum computers were enlisted to aid in the decryption process. Crowdsourcing initiatives sprung up, allowing millions of people to contribute to the effort. It was a golden age of collaboration, with barriers of nationality, race, and creed crumbling in the face of this monumental task. Finally, on a warm summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, the first coherent message was deciphered. Dr. Sokolov stood before a sea of eager faces, cameras broadcasting the moment to billions around the world. "Friends, colleagues, citizens of Earth," she began, her voice steady despite the weight of the moment. "The message is both simple and profound. It reads, 'To awaken the slumbering giant, unite as one.'" The implications were staggering. The artifact wasn't just a relic, it was a key. A key to something so monumental that its creators believed only a unified humanity could handle it responsibly. Debates raged across the globe. What was this slumbering giant? Was it a metaphor or something more literal? And more importantly, was humanity ready to awaken it? In the end, curiosity and the relentless human drive to explore the unknown won out. A plan was formulated to activate the artifact, drawing on the combined resources and expertise of every nation on Earth. The day of activation arrived with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. At the carefully constructed facility built around the artifact, Dr. Chen stood at the control panel, her hand hovering over the final switch. She took a deep breath, looked at the assembled team of international experts, and nodded. "For humanity," she said softly, and flipped the switch. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, a low hum began to emanate from the artifact, growing in intensity until it resonated through the entire facility. The opalescent surface began to pulse with an inner light, patterns swirling and shifting in hypnotic rhythms. Suddenly, a beam of energy shot upward from the artifact, punching through the ocean above and continuing into the sky. Around the world, similar beams erupted from hidden locations: the depths of the Sahara, the heart of the Amazon rainforest, the ice sheets of Antarctica. As humanity watched in awe, the beams converged high in the atmosphere, forming a shimmering, translucent dome that enveloped the entire planet. Inside the facility, The artifact projected a holographic message, a three-dimensional star map with a single point pulsing brightly. Dr. Patel's voice was barely a whisper as he interpreted the map. It's a set of coordinates. In deep space. I think we've just been given an invitation. The activation of the artifact marked the beginning of a new era for humanity. The transparent dome, soon dubbed the Aegis, proved to be a protective shield, deflecting harmful cosmic radiation and stabilizing the planet's climate. But it was also a challenge to reach for the stars and claim humanity's place among them. As nations pooled their resources and knowledge to begin the monumental task of interstellar travel, a new sense of unity swept across the globe. Old conflicts seemed petty in the face of this grand adventure. The slumbering giant had indeed been awakened, but it wasn't some external entity, it was the latent potential of humanity itself. In the years that followed, breakthroughs in science and technology came at an unprecedented pace. Anti-gravity propulsion, faster-than-light communication, and energy sources that dwarfed anything previously imagined became reality. The first interstellar ships were constructed in orbit, marvels of engineering that represented the pinnacle of human achievement. But as humanity prepared to take its first steps into the cosmos, questions lingered. What would they find at those mysterious coordinates? And were they truly ready for the answers that awaited them in the depths of space? As the maiden voyage of Earth's first interstellar ship, the Unity, approached, Dr. Chen found herself standing on the observation deck, gazing out at the stars. The artifact that had started this journey sat in a place of honor behind her, still pulsing with its otherworldly light. "We're ready," she murmured, more to herself than to the artifact. "Whatever's out there, whatever challenges await us, humanity will face them together." With a flash of energy and a ripple in the fabric of space-time, the Unity disappeared into the unknown, carrying with it the hopes and dreams of an entire species. The awakening was complete. Now, the true adventure was about to begin. The Unity's journey through the cosmos was a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. For 6 months, the ship traversed the vast emptiness of space, its crew of international experts working tirelessly to prepare for whatever awaited them at their destination. As they approached the mysterious coordinates, tension aboard the ship reached a fever pitch. Captain Zara Khaled stood on the bridge, her dark eyes fixed on the viewscreen. "Status report," she commanded, her voice steady despite the nervous energy crackling through the air. "We're approaching the target coordinates," Captain, replied Navigator Thomas Reyes. "ETA 2 minutes." As the final seconds ticked away, the crew held their collective breath. Then, with a suddenness that made everyone flinch, the Unity dropped out of FTL travel. Before them loomed a sight that defied comprehension. A massive structure, easily the size of Earth's moon, hung suspended in space. Its surface was a mesmerizing tapestry of shifting colors and patterns, reminiscent of the artifact that had led them here. "My God," whispered Dr. Amelia Chen, her eyes wide with wonder. It's alive." As if in response to her words, the structure began to move. Segments shifted and realigned, forming a vaguely humanoid shape. 2 enormous eyes, each as large as a continent, opened and fixed their gaze upon the tiny ship. A voice boomed through the vessel, bypassing all communication systems and resonating directly in the minds of the crew. "Children of Earth, you have awakened me from my long slumber. I am the Titan, guardian of the cosmic threshold. You stand at the precipice of a great journey, but first, you must prove yourselves worthy." The crew exchanged bewildered glances. Captain Khaled stepped forward, her voice firm as she addressed the colossal being. "We come in peace, seeking knowledge and understanding. How can we prove our worth?" The Titan's response was both cryptic and profound. "To cross the threshold, you must demonstrate unity in diversity, strength in compassion, and wisdom in the face of the unknown. 3 challenges await you. Succeed, and the secrets of the universe will be yours. Fail, and return to your world, forever bound by its limitations." As the Titan spoke, 3 smaller structures detached from its body, each taking on a distinct form. The first resembled a labyrinth of impossible geometry, the second a swirling vortex of energy, and the third a mirror-like surface that seemed to reflect the deepest fears and desires of those who gazed upon it. Choose your champions wisely, the Titan intoned, for each challenge requires a different strength of the human spirit. Back on Earth, the news of the encounter sent shockwaves through society. The idea that humanity's future hinged on the success of these challenges galvanized people into action. Global leaders convened emergency sessions, scientists pored over data transmitted from the Unity, and ordinary citizens organized grassroots movements to support the mission. Dr. Elena Sokolov, watching the events unfold from her lab in Moscow, felt a surge of determination. "We've come too far to fail now," she murmured, her fingers flying over her keyboard as she worked to decipher the subtle nuances in the Titan's language. For the first challenge, the labyrinth of impossible geometry, the crew selected Dr. Raj Patel. His background in archaeology and his ability to think in unconventional patterns made him the ideal candidate. As he stepped into the structure, the rest of the crew watched with bated breath. Inside, Raj found himself in a space that defied the laws of physics. Staircases led to nowhere and everywhere at once, corridors twisted in on themselves, and gravity seemed to be more of a suggestion than a rule. But as he navigated the mind-bending landscape, Raj began to see patterns emerging, patterns that resonated with the etchings on the original artifact. "It's not about finding the right path," he realized aloud. "It's about understanding that all paths are interconnected." With this epiphany, the labyrinth began to shift, aligning itself into a clear route that led Raj to the center, where a pulsing orb of energy awaited him. As he touched the orb, knowledge flooded his mind, the history of countless civilizations that had faced this challenge before, some succeeding, many failing. When he emerged from the labyrinth, Raj's eyes shone with a new understanding. "We passed the first test," he announced, "but it's only the beginning." The second challenge, the swirling vortex of energy, called for a different kind of strength. Lieutenant Yuki Tanaka, the Unity's chief engineer, volunteered. Her expertise in advanced propulsion systems and energy manipulation made her the crew's best hope. As Yuki entered the vortex, she found herself bombarded by pure, unfiltered cosmic energy. It threatened to overwhelm her, to tear her apart at the subatomic level. But instead of fighting against it, Yuki opened herself to the energy, letting it flow through her. In that moment of surrender, she gained control. The vortex responded to her will, swirling and pulsing in harmony with her thoughts. Yuki realized that the challenge wasn't about dominating the forces of the universe, but about finding harmony with them. When she returned, her body glowed with residual energy, and her eyes held the light of distant stars. "We need to rethink everything we know about energy and propulsion," she said, her voice resonating with newfound power. "The universe is more interconnected than we ever imagined." The final challenge, the mirror-like surface, proved to be the most daunting. It required facing one's deepest fears and darkest desires. After much deliberation, Captain Khaled herself stepped forward to face its test. As she approached the mirror, Zara saw reflections of herself in countless alternate realities, versions where she'd failed, where she had given in to despair or greed, where she had lost sight of her purpose. But she also saw versions where she had triumphed, where her leadership had guided humanity to greatness. The mirror forced her to confront the truth that all these potentials existed within her, within every human. The challenge was not to deny the darkness, but to acknowledge it and choose to embrace the light. Tears streaming down her face, Zara placed her hand on the mirror. "We are flawed," she spoke, her voice cracking with emotion. "We make mistakes, but we also learn, grow, and strive to be better. That is the true strength of humanity." The mirror shimmered and dissolved, leaving Zara standing before her crew, transformed by the experience. "We've passed the final test," she announced, her voice filled with quiet conviction. As the 3 champions reunited on the Unity, the Titan's voice once again resonated through their minds. "You have proven yourselves worthy, children of Earth. You have shown that you understand the fundamental truths of existence, the interconnectedness of all things, the harmony of cosmic forces, and the duality of consciousness itself." The colossal being began to shift and change once more, its form expanding until it enveloped the unity in a cocoon of pulsating energy. "Now receive the gift of cosmic awareness. With it comes great responsibility. Use it wisely, for you are now the custodians of your galaxy's future." In that moment, every member of the crew felt their consciousness expand. They saw the intricate web of space-time, the ebb and flow of cosmic energies, the birth and death of stars and galaxies. They understood, in that infinite instant, that they were both insignificant specks in the grand tapestry of the universe and integral threads without which the whole could not exist. As the Titan released them, the Unity found itself back in Earth's orbit, though only seconds seemed to have passed for those on the planet below. The ship pulsed with new energy, transformed by its encounter with the cosmic being. Captain Kaled opened a channel to Earth, her voice steady as she prepared to share their extraordinary experience. "People of Earth," she began, "we stand at the dawn of a new era. The challenges we faced among the stars have changed us, opened our eyes to the true nature of the cosmos. But our journey is far from over. In fact, it has only just begun." As news of the Unity's return spread, a wave of jubilation swept across the globe. Humanity had passed the Titan's test, proving itself worthy of cosmic citizenship. But with this new status came new responsibilities and challenges that would reshape civilization as they knew it. The awakening was complete, the challenge met. Now, humanity faced its greatest task yet, to grow into its new role as a species of true cosmic significance. The Titan's trials were but the first step on a journey that would span millennia and transform not just Earth, but the very fabric of the universe itself. The return of the Unity marked the beginning of a new chapter in human history. As Captain Kaled and her crew shared their experiences with the world, humanity grappled with the profound implications of their newfound cosmic awareness. The knowledge bestowed by the Titan was vast and, at times, overwhelming, but it sparked a renaissance of scientific, philosophical, and spiritual exploration. Dr. Amelia Chen, now revered as one of the pioneers of humanity's cosmic awakening, found herself at the forefront of a global initiative to integrate the Titan's teachings into every aspect of human society. "We've been given a gift beyond measure," she addressed a United Nations assembly. "But with it comes the responsibility to shepherd not just our own world, but to play a role in the cosmic ecosystem." The years that followed saw unprecedented advancements in every field of human endeavor. The understanding of the universe's fundamental forces led to revolutionary breakthroughs in energy production. Cities were transformed, powered by miniature stars that burned clean and bright. Climate change, once the most pressing threat to human civilization, was reversed as atmospheric manipulation became as simple as adjusting a thermostat. But the changes were not merely technological. The expanded consciousness granted by the Titan allowed humans to tap into a universal empathy, a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all life. Conflicts that had seemed intractable for generations began to resolve as people recognized the fundamental unity underlying their apparent differences. Dr. Elena Sokolov, her understanding of language expanded to cosmic proportions, developed a form of communication that transcended traditional barriers. "It's not just about words," she explained to a captivated audience. "It's about the resonance of thoughts, the harmonies of souls. When we truly communicate, we don't just exchange information, we synchronize our very beings." This new form of communication paved the way for a global governance structure unlike anything seen before. Nation-states, while not disappearing entirely, became more fluid, with people aligning themselves based on shared values and goals rather than arbitrary geographical boundaries. The United Earth Council emerged as a guiding body, tasked with coordinating humanity's efforts both on the planet and in the cosmos. Lieutenant Yuki Tanaka's insights into cosmic energy revolutionized space travel. Within a decade, humanity had established outposts throughout the solar system. The harsh environments of Mars, Venus, and the moons of Jupiter were tamed, transformed into thriving colonies that showcased humanity's newfound harmony with the cosmic forces. But it was Dr. Raj Patel who perhaps best embodied the spirit of this new age. His experience in the Titan's labyrinth had given him a unique perspective on the nature of reality itself. He worked tirelessly to help others navigate the sometimes disorienting expansion of consciousness that came with cosmic awareness. Reality is far more malleable than we once believed, he often said. The universe is not just a place we inhabit. It's a grand tapestry that we help to weave. Every thought, every action, ripples across the cosmos in ways we're only beginning to understand. As humanity's influence spread throughout the solar system, they encountered their first true test as cosmic citizens. A distress signal, faint but unmistakable, reached Earth from a distant star system. The message spoke of a civilization on the brink of collapse, facing extinction from a dying sun. The United Earth Council convened an emergency session. The debate was intense. Did humanity have the right, or even the ability, to interfere in the natural course of events for another species? In the end, it was Captain Khaled, her experiences with the Titans still fresh in her mind, who swayed the vote. We were given this gift not just for ourselves, but for all sentient life, she argued passionately. If we turn our backs on those in need, we prove ourselves unworthy of the trust the Titan placed in us. This is our chance to pay forward the opportunity we were given. And so, humanity embarked on its first interstellar rescue mission. A fleet of ships, led by the next-generation vessel Harmony, set out across the cosmic sea. The journey, which would have taken lifetimes before their awakening, was completed in mere months thanks to their mastery of space-time manipulation. What they found in that distant system would challenge everything they thought they knew about life and consciousness. The dying civilization existed not as individual entities, but as a collective intelligence spanning an entire planet. Communication required a complete shift in perspective, a melding of minds on a scale never before attempted. For weeks, the human delegation worked tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of their newfound abilities. They delved into the heart of the alien world's star, stabilizing its core and extending its life by millions of years. They shared knowledge of cosmic forces, teaching the collective how to harness the energy of their rejuvenated sun in ways they had never imagined. In return, the collective shared with humanity a perspective on existence that was utterly alien yet profoundly beautiful. They showed the humans how to perceive the universe as a single living entity, with every star, planet, and thinking being as integral parts of the whole. As the Harmony prepared to return home, the collective consciousness reached out one last time. In a moment of transcendent unity, the entire human race experienced a vision of cosmic harmony, a glimpse of the universe as it could be when all sentient life worked together in balance and understanding. The return of the Harmony was met with jubilation, but also with a sense of profound change. Humanity had taken its first steps as a true cosmic civilization, not just exploring the stars, but actively shaping the destiny of life in the universe. In the decades that followed, Earth became a beacon of hope and wisdom in the galaxy. More alien civilizations were encountered, some in need of aid, others with knowledge and perspectives to share. Each interaction enriched humanity's understanding of the cosmos and their place within it. The Titan, silent since its initial challenge, reached out once more. Its message was brief, but filled with approval. You have taken the first steps on an eternal journey. Continue to grow, to learn, and to unite. The cosmos awaits your full awakening. As humanity looked to the future, they knew that their greatest adventures and challenges still lay ahead. The universe was vast beyond comprehension, filled with wonders and terrors yet undreamed of. But they faced this cosmic frontier not with fear, but with hope and determination. Dr. Chen, now in the twilight of her years, but with a mind as sharp as ever, summed up the sentiment in a speech that would be remembered for generations. We stand at a crossroads of cosmic significance. Behind us lies our past, a history of struggles, triumphs, and the long journey from our first stumbling steps on Earth to our leap into the stars. Before us stretches the infinite possibility of the universe. We carry with us the wisdom of the Titan, the unity we forged through our trials, and the unquenchable spirit of exploration that defines us as a species. But let us never forget that with great power comes great responsibility. We are not conquerors of the cosmos, but its caretakers. In every alien world we touch, in every civilization we encounter, we must seek to uplift, to understand, and to harmonize. For in the grand tapestry of existence, every thread is precious, every perspective unique and valuable. The journey ahead will not be easy. We will face challenges that will test us to our very core. But I have faith in our resilience, in our creativity, and in our capacity for love and understanding that spans the gulf between stars. Together, united in our diversity, strong in our compassion, and wise in the face of the unknown, there is no challenge we cannot overcome, no mystery we cannot unravel. So let us go forth, not just as humans, but as cosmic citizens, as guardians of life and consciousness wherever we may find it. The universe awaits, and our greatest adventure is just beginning. As Dr. Chen's words echoed across the planet and out into the cosmos, humanity stood poised on the brink of a future brighter than any star. The awakening of the Titan had been just the first step. Now, with the entire universe as their canvas, they were ready to paint a masterpiece of cosmic proportions. The slumbering giant of human potential had not just awakened, it had evolved into something greater, a force for harmony and growth in a universe of infinite possibilities. And as they looked to the stars, every human knew that their journey, both individual and collective, was only just beginning.